So for the week of the 18th, the card is going to be balance. Okay, so this card is all about holding opposing energies. It feels very much about coming into right relationship within yourself and finding this, it's interesting. This is an 11 card. And I was going to say finding the mastery, because March in numerology is an 11 number. And 11, when you think about it, it's very much a mastery number that requires us to become masters of our environment. And for a lot of people, that could be challenging because not always, but sometimes it's going to require you to look at the parts of yourself that are keeping you limited versus limitless. And this is an opportunity this week to do some deeper digging. I get the sense that when we're moving into the Aries energy, like there is a lightness and a feeling of joy that the energy is shifting. But Aries packs a punch. I mean, it is coming in, and I said it earlier, it's coming in hot. Like there's this feeling that there's like a directional energy towards this. Like it wants to pull you towards something. It wants to take action. It's ready to go. And also unchecked, Aries is the warrior. And so when you think about this warrior energy and you see how it's playing out on the collective, it's not positive. So there's ways to be directional and move forward in your life without hurting other people or in spite of something. So there's this feeling already built into this card of fairness, due diligence, diplomacy, and speaking from a place that is very deeply grounded. I was going to say your heart, but it even feels lower than that to me. It feels like it's coming from like your solar plexus, your stomach. So this card is about really finding the balance between your inner and external worlds. And I even said this for the last week, is not getting lost in the energy of what's happening outside of you, really focusing inwards. And there's a feeling with this of what do you need to do? And you can kind of see this, like there's a, kind of almost like this circle, which represents wholeness to me. What can you do this week? If you are battling and dealing with some shadow work, what can you do to really come into your wholeness? And I have a thought for you that's very simple. And instead of trying to fix anything with yourself, adopt the attitude, I am whole. And as I raise my frequency, my life starts to come back into alignment. I want you to practice saying that because there's this feeling that as long as you're letting yourself feel and not bypassing anything, you're going to move through things pretty quickly. And if you let yourself feel, which might be a little, sometimes that's edgy for us. Sometimes we don't feel safe enough to feel. But this week, I want you to notice, what have you cultivated for yourself as far as your nervous system and safety in order to feel what's happening so that you can come back into your I am presence, so that you can start to feel, very safe in receiving that which you want, because you have to have that inner balance. So if you don't feel safe within yourself to have the things that you desire, then there's a problem, right? And so in order to have more, we have to feel like we can take it in. And if you're not even allowing yourself to feel, then you're going to be blocking your abundance. So this is a week of coming into alignment first within so that everything can shift outside of you. And it's a really strong thing for me to say, but it's almost like there's a promise this week that if you can really take good care of your your interior, the way you're thinking and feeling, and honoring the process of that, then you're going to see some beautiful things blooming, that you're going to feel that things are starting to move forward. There's a lot of synchronicity this week. There's a lot of help and support coming in for your dreams. I love that energy. I love it. Feels very much aligned to like how, there's flowers in spring and all of that. So there's some things that are going to be blooming this week. There's going to be a playful energy. There's this sense with this week that the more you play and feel joyful within yourself, the more that you'll easily see that reflected, because it's, the inner world creates the outer world, our external reality. So I just love this energy. It feels there, even though Aries is, has that shadowy underbelly, if you focus on how this can help you become more directive and how you want to show up in your life, you're going to find there's lots of fruitful results with us this week.